Today, if you're in the job market, you probably have noticed that things are getting a bit tougher. There's less job vacancies and more people applying for each and every one. And maybe you've been in that situation where you've applied for a whole stack of jobs. You've even got a few interviews, but finding that that dream job is becoming more and more elusive. Now, something we've talked about on the program beforehand is sometimes this can really drag you down. It's difficult to push back against feeling negative after rejection, either by letter or in person at an interview. But let's get strategic on the job hunt process. Joining me on the program now, Tom O'Neill from cv.co.nz. Tom, kia ora, good morning.
Kia ora, my dear friend. Great to be back.
It is, I suppose, a way of demonstrating that you're an organised sort of person, is to get organised in the way in which you look for a job in the first place. And actually, if you are looking for work, then that is your full-time job. That's the thing that you should be dedicated to saying, you know what, I'm going to do 40 hours a week this week on looking for a job until I get one. Easier said than done, but that's perhaps the strategy and the motivation we need.
Yeah, well, certainly. I mean, looking for a job is a job.
Yeah.
You know, simple as that. If you're unemployed, look, we'll get into it, hammer and tongs. And again, you want to be pretty sort of structured around it. And a lot of the time we just sort of do our job hunt, apply to jobs and hope for the best.
Yep.
But in actual fact, we should use some of our business skills or our admin skills to help us in that approach. For example, Excel spreadsheet.
Wow.
Setting up a spreadsheet for every job you apply to. Again, you have the name of the person, if possible, the company, the email address, and then you can track where you're at. So, second interview with this one, didn't get that one, first interview with this one. But it also helps you just in your own mind really order the process, because it can really spiral out of control pretty quickly if you don't.
I can hear people saying, yeah, but Tom, I don't want to be an accountant. I thought Excel spreadsheets were just for accountants, or perhaps for business consultant people such as yourself. Could I just get like a little notebook and a pencil, like an HB pencil, and draw columns with a broken ruler and do it like that? I mean, although this may be an opportunity to upskill, to put that HB pencil to one side and say, you know what, maybe you'd be more employable if you knew how to work a computer, right?
I mean, the benefit of Excel, you can sort via columns. So, you can search by all the ones you've got an interview with, and then you can sort by all the ones you've sent an application, haven't heard anything. And that way, when you sit down in the morning, you sort by that. Okay, I've sent applications here, haven't heard anything. All right, how long has it been? Of course, you want to put the date that you sent the application as well.
Yep.
And just really keep on track of it. Again, look, if you can do that with a pad and pencil, more power to you, for your boots. But it's just whatever you do, just try and have a good approach to record keeping.
Yeah. Because
things spiral out of control when suddenly, if you do what I talk about quite a bit, the hidden job market, we just go randomly to employers. We could have hundreds of CVs out in the marketplace, which is a great thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is, but you need to keep track of them. You need to know which ones you need to do a follow-up on, which ones you might circle back round and say, hey, just following up on this thing, that if it's all in your head, then it's likely to stay there and you're likely to stay unemployed, right?
Oh, look, 100%. Following up is a good thing. It says you're keen. It says you really want to be involved. You want to give it a week after you've sent your CV. So you send it on the Monday. Following Monday, haven't heard anything. Okay, cool. Fire them another catch-up email.
Yeah.
Just saying, look, did you get it? Please find it attached again.
I suppose the other aspect of this, though, is we don't want looking for work to be our full-time job. We want this to be a temporary thing. We don't want to stay here. So it's important not just to practice and put some good things into applying for jobs, but to know what we're going to do if somebody asks us a question, because we can get into that thing of going, oh, yeah, we're putting it out there. And if somebody says, so tell us about yourself in 30 seconds, why should I give you a job? You want to have a pre-prepared answer to that question and not go, I don't know, I was just thinking about who I was going to send the next 50 CVs to.
Absolutely. Because realistically, when an employer phones us up, normally, 50% of the time we're in a tricky place or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But whenever it happens, even if you're in a perfect place, just say, just one moment, just give me 10 seconds, please.
Yeah.
Then stop, pray, breathe,
Yeah.
and then come back to the call. So now you're in the zone, you're ready to go. Now, you're going to probably get one of two questions. What are your main skills you can bring to this role?
Okay.
So again, important to remember what role it is. And then, for example, retail sales, you may go, okay, strong customer service skills, the ability to reach and exceed targets,
Yep.
and strong IT knowledge. You can use Microsoft Excel, Word, PowerPoint,
Yep.
and they may be the three things that you just have sitting there in the back of your mind when you ask, what are your three skills?
Mm-hmm.
The other option is tell me about yourself.
Okay.
That's another good old one.
Yep.
And that you want to use a technique I call PPFP. Past, present, future, personal.
Okay.
So quick overview of my past, quick overview of what I'm doing at the moment, quick overview of when I want to go, and just one or two little personal things at the end if you want to include it.
That's really useful.
These things you want to get. Yeah. I mean,
PPFP.
that's PPFP.
Yeah.
That's right. Because people freak out with the tell me about yourself question. They have no idea what to do. And that's why I actually created that mnemonic, because it just really helps it formulate it in your head. But you must practice it out your mouth.
Yeah.
It's not enough to write it down. You want to practice, and probably with a family member or a friend. So tell me about yourself. You want to nail that in about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And the three keys, your three strengths, they can be 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay. Now, really good things to put into practice. Make sure you don't get your PPFE mixed up with PPE or even public-private partnerships. That could get complicated. And I can see why you need a spreadsheet on this one, because if you've got a number of jobs out there that you're applying for, maybe what are the main skills you bring to this role, or even a little bit of your PPFP, you might want to adapt or change depending on what particular job you're pitching for. So even have a series of different responses to this question, but depending on what particular job or industry you get the response from.
Oh, look, absolutely. Let's say the customer services role in the marine sector, on ferries or something. Yeah, you got a passion for the marine industry. You've got strong customer service skills, and you've got really strong IT skills. Great, fantastic. Yeah. If it's something else, let's say finance, I can use Xero. I can also use MYOB. I've got really strong numerical skills, and whatever it is. So again, thinking about what they want and giving it back to them.
Also, I suppose an opportunity if there are some of those key skills that you don't have. If it is all figured out on the back of a napkin with an HB pencil, maybe it is time to upskill to be able to put some different details in your LinkedIn about the things that you are competent with. And hey, you don't even necessarily need to do a short course. You can figure it out with some YouTube videos, and that could be part of your 40-hour week as you're looking for work. Hey, a wonderful strategy for success when it comes to efficient planning and management of your job hunt process. Tom, thank you so much for the work that you do in this area. Of course, cv.co.nz for more information and for personal support in that area. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Real pleasure, mate. God bless.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.